Hello lovely people, I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, Raina Reads Stuff. I'm here in the book shack. It's Tuesday. I'm going to do a tag video. In fact, I'm going to do two videos today and I'm going to post them both today, annoyingly. Sorry. There's a lot to get through this week. This is a tag video. The other one is not a tag video. We'll start with this one. This is a brand new tag video by my friend Alan at Alan's Reads, who tagged me. It's called the Fictional Self-Help tag. There are 6 prompts and then a tag people prompt. So let's start with number 1. Oh no, let's start with what Alan says about this. The self-help or self-improvement market was estimated to be worth $45.7 billion last year. This includes self-help books of a variety of types. But what if there were no self-help books, only fiction? Who would you choose to help you on your self-improvement journey? Pick a fictional character as an answer to each of the prompts below, or as an alternative, pick a fictional character that you wouldn't want anywhere near you. He'd be the last person you'd ask for help. So, question 1, learning a foreign language. Who would you choose to help you learn a new language or brush up on one you already speak but not very well? Wolf, I wish to learn Klingon. I did once possess a Klingon dictionary, but it wasn't very good without the grammar. It wasn't a teach yourself Klingon book. I think Worf would be ideal. Also, I think he'd be quite a hard taskmaster. I think you'd have to learn very quickly, otherwise you might be in big trouble. I did once write and publish a headline in the Cambridge News in Klingon. There was a reason for it. It wasn't just me being completely batty. It was an article about a conference at Cambridge University on fictional languages. So I wrote the headline in Klingon. I was expecting at some point to get a complaint that my grammar was wrong, but I didn't. Question number 2. Life is uncertain at the moment. Who would you choose to help you prepare for future eventualities? Who will teach you the survival skills you need? Well, for this, I am going for a book that I only read last week. It's called The Blue Book of Nebo. It's by Manon Stefan Ross. It was written in Welsh. And in this, a young boy called Dylan survives the end of the world with his mother, and they learn to look after themselves. They learn to protect themselves, to feed themselves, to make sure their accommodation is satisfactory. They find water, they sort themselves out when they're ill. So I'm going for Dylan. He's only 13 at the end of this book, but he is really quite seriously useful. Question number 3. Everyone should be able to cook at least one outstanding meal. Who would you choose to help you plan and prepare that meal? Well, the book is, in fact, it could be many of them, but it's Aunt's Aunt Gentleman by P.G. Wodehouse. This is a Jeeves and Wooster book. Now, Jeeves' aunts feature quite heavily, Bertie Wooster's aunts feature quite heavily in the Jeeves and Wooster books. And he has one aunt, Aunt Dahlia, who happens to have the most outstanding cook. He's French and his name is Anatole. And Aunt Dahlia uses Anatole as both a stick to beat Bertie with and also a carrot to tempt him into doing the most ridiculous things that she wants him to do. She either threatens never to invite him to her home to eat Anatole's cooking again, or she invites him to her home to eat Anatole's cooking on condition he carry out just a tiny little task for her. Anatole's cooking skills are legendary. I would like to try them. Question number 4. Life is tough and unpredictable. You should be able to defend yourself. Who would you choose to teach you some basic self-defense? The book is Lord of the Rings. The fictional character is Aragorn. Aragorn, pretty self-sufficient. He knows how to defend himself. He also knows how to defend others. I think he would be extremely useful at self-defense classes, and also he could teach you a thing or two about being prepared and being calm. I think he'd be perfect. I could learn a lot from him. Life can be chaotic at times, says question number 5. Who would you like to teach you mindfulness or relaxation? For this one, I have selected Toku in one of my favourite books, Sweet Bean Paste. Toku is an elderly lady who has had a very troubled life. She forms an unlikely friendship with a guy who has a criminal record, is a bit of a drunk, and owns a confectionery shop, because Toku happens to make the best sweet bean paste. Now, you do learn about the traumas in Toku's life, and she has learnt to come to terms with things, to chill, to relax, to make the best of her world. And so I think she could teach me a lot. This is by Durian Sukagawa, by the way. Finally, free choice. What else would you like to learn to do, and which fictional character is going to teach you how? I want to ride a horse. I really like to learn to ride a horse. I had horse riding lessons as a child. I had about 2. I was about 7, I suppose. And at the end of lesson 2, the horse trod on my foot, and I had a horseshoe-shaped bruise there for about 2 weeks, and I absolutely refused to go back. But now I'd like to ride a horse. And I'm thinking Brist Cogburn could teach me how to ride a horse. I also think that, a bit like Worf, he would be quite a hard taskmaster, and I think that's what I'd need. So, those are all 6 of the prompts. Number 7, let's all learn together, tag some fellow booktubers to take part. I am going to tag both of the Aarons, Aaron Facer and Aaron Read or Read a Book. Thank you, Alan. This first tag that you've done is lovely. I really enjoyed doing it. I think I was tagged by Pat, my lovely friend Pat, at Book Chat with Pat as well. So thank you, Pat. that's it for me for now. I will be doing a tag not a tag video later today. If you want to do this tag, please feel free, because it's a great one. Check out Alan at Alan's Reads. I shall speak to you again soon. Bye for now. Thank you for stopping by.